Hi guys! Okay, so I want to tell you my story. It started in 4th grade when I became friends with this one girl, and I don't know, probably in the middle of the school year, I found out that I had head lice, and my parents told me not to tell anyone. See, I didn't really know what head lice was because it was the first time I've gotten it, so I don't know. I know what it is now, but I didn't know what it was back then, so. And then I told one of my friends that I thought I could trust, and like of course she started spreading it, and people started calling me names, and well, yeah, they started calling me names, and I started like getting really upset, and like I got depressed. Um, so yeah, I started getting really depressed, and at the end of like 5th grade, or not at the end, middle of the year, 5th grade, I heard that a lot of people were like being all like they were like hurting themselves, and they were saying that I should try it because that it relieves stress, and people were telling me that I should kill myself. So and then um it like kept going, and then during I think 6th grade probably, it was I think it was my first year of middle school. Yeah, so I I don't know. I don't know how this one person found out, but I didn't have a jacket on one day, and all my scars were showing. So, and then the office later that day, or at the end of the day, I was supposed to go to a friend's house. So it was a Friday, and so I was supposed to go to a friend's house, but instead I got stopped at the office, and my parents were there, and I didn't know what was going on. Um, so they told me that I had to lift up my sleeves, so I did, and they found a whole bunch of scars, and they were fresh, or fresh, and so yeah, my parents got mad at me. I don't know how that helped, but they got mad at me, and I just kind of like, I kept going at it. So, and then still went on for a couple years, and then I became with one of my best friends, and she is exactly like me, except we're kind of actually even, honestly. We're at the same spot, yeah. And except her parents found out way after mine did, and so like we became best friends, and we pretty much did everything together. We started talking, and from my perspective, I didn't think I was gonna be friends with her. I thought she was too cool to be hanging out with me. But yeah, like we started hanging out and became best friends, and we pretty much did everything together. My parents loved her, and her mom loved me, and yeah. So we became pretty personal together. We told everything to each other. We wouldn't lie to each other. We wouldn't pretty much keep anything from each other. And then I think about, I don't know, at the beginning of 8th grade, that is where I went downhill. I think it was one day when I was talking to my school counselor and I told her that I needed help. Again, I thought I could trust her. Um, so I was telling her that I didn't really want to be alive, and then it kept on going, and then I eventually got into the police car. It was weird. I eventually got into a police car, and they took me to the hospital. Yeah. And I had to stay there for about 3 days, I think, because they had to get one car, or not one car, one van, so I can be hospitalized in Yakima. So I stayed there for a week, and it actually kind of helped in some way. I don't know. It actually kind of helped, but at the same time, it didn't. But they're really nice people there, but like, yeah, it was crazy. Um, I was just focused on getting out. I didn't really, yeah, they taught us and they like made us learn new stuff, but um, yeah, and there's a bunch of people over there. There was like, I'm gonna say about 18 people there. Yeah, there was a lot. And then I went home, and a couple days later, I got called into the counselor's office. So I had an appointment at a counselor's office, and I was telling her how about like I have mood swings and I'm bipolar, which is where you change from one mood to a different mood instantly. So, and I just like I apparently yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to tell one part. Okay, so before I went to the counselor's office, I went to a doctor's appointment with a psychologist, and I didn't really like this guy. He was kind of mean. I didn't really feel comfortable, put it that way. I didn't feel comfortable, and I told him that I wanted to leave the room, so I just left with my dad, and then that's when I got called into the counselor's office because I had an appointment after the appointment. Yeah. But anyway, so I kind of like went to the counselor's office, and they told me that I apparently gave the guy that I had before counseling, apparently I gave him a sign that I wanted to kill myself. I didn't give any sign whatsoever. And I got really irritated, and I ended up being, what's that word? Um, well, anyways, I'm gonna put it this way. They forced me to go to the hospital again, and it was really bad. They were all like using the words that I said. They were like using it against me, and I was, yeah. So they took me into the emergency truck, and my dad didn't know what was going on because he was waiting in the waiting room, and he was freaking out, and so and then I'm being hospitalized again for another week, but this time it's not in where I went before. It was a different place. It was like a place only like an hour, 2 hours away from me. And so, yeah. And then I finally got out. But my dad decided that he's gonna send me to California. He decides to send me to California to live with his brother, which is my uncle. And like I stay there for 6 months. And so I'm scared. I'm really scared. But my uncle tells me not to worry about the stuff. So yes, I had some ups and downs. I did more stuff, and I wasn't really proud of it. And when I got there, he instantly took me off the medications. So, and I didn't know this, but apparently they put me on like over 100 milligrams on medications, and I didn't know about that. So, yeah, they kind of affected me a lot. Anyway, so like, they took me off the medications, and a few months later, I started getting a lot better. I didn't cut, I didn't think of, well, yeah, I thought of negative stuff, but I didn't really think of negative stuff to the point where it wanted me to be really upset and hurt myself. So, and now I'm here, and I just got back a few days later, or a few days ago, and all the people there were like so nice to me. It was insane. I almost wanted to stay there. I actually thought about it, crossed my mind, but I knew my parents would say no because they don't want me to live like 1,000 miles. But yeah, I'm here now. I feel better than ever, and the first thing I'm gonna do, well, it's not the first thing I'm gonna do, but my goal here is to keep up all my habits that I've gotten back in California and try to get my friend out of whatever she's in. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for listening to my story, guys. Bye.